Man, my EG has seen way better days. And this car is also broken. My high school car, man. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Finally, the Evo is all situated and done. Car's running really good. No issue, no check engine light, no leaks, no smoke, none of that. So now we can actually move forward and start working on my Honda. EG was running. This car was my daily, drive it to work, all over the place whatsoever. By the time I moved, maybe about a month or two, my father started moving the car died out, and ever since then it's just been sitting. I have them check spark, there wasn't no spark, so we ended up replacing ignition coil, igniter, spark plug wires. Also they found that oil was leaking into the spark plug hole, so the valve cover gasket got replaced. Car still don't start, so I need to figure out what is going on and figure out how we can get this car started, because it's just been sitting way too long and it just looks very disgusting. Because I really want to clean this car and also daily it. Oh yeah, by the way, registration and safety check is expired. Great. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. This is the Dizzy off of my car. This is the Dizzy that I got from my friend Damon. Shout out to you, brother. So what we're gonna end up doing is that I'm gonna go ahead and depin all the connectors, or depin the terminals, or depin the pins off from this plug, and then we're gonna depin everything off from this, use this plug, convert it into OBD2 plug. Everything on this Dizzy compared to my friend Damon that gave me, they all look the same. This one's a little janky, so I've been running like this, or who knows how long it's been on the car, but that would be the best option. Since this one wire on top of the igniter looks kind of broken and the wires is a little bit exposed, I decided to just do it that route. So that would make a lot more easier. All you have to do, just take out this white little piece. I'll try to do it with one hand if I can. Take it right off. Now we have access to the pins in there to depin out of this too. Easier for do this as well. So everything else should be plug and play. Hopefully it all works, and hopefully we can get the car started. Distributor's on, we swapped the harness. The only modification we had to do was to use the, we should say, the pin off from the other distributor, because the pin off on that distributor is more thick than the other ones. We weren't able to plug into the harness. We put the plugs out as well, got it all cleaned up. Now we can go ahead and try to start this car up. Now I'm not too sure if this is gonna fix the problem, but it's worth a try. I gotta see if this thing has spark.
There's spiders up in here.
Yep. Make sure you have the clutch in, or just make sure that thing is in neutral. Well, unfortunately the car still doesn't start no matter what we did. Swap the ignition coil, igniter, still doesn't get any spark whatsoever. But I figured swapping the coils and the igniter would actually fix the problem, but it didn't. After messing around the Dizzy many times with swapping the igniter, swapping the ignition coil, swapping the plugs, swapping the main relay, we got the car running. Sick. Shout out to my friend Khalil, Hawaii Sales, for letting me borrow his Dizzy. Now we can't use this Dizzy. We can, but one of the ears are cut off. The other ear doesn't line up to that side. And three is that this bolt is so loose, so the thread on the cam caps, you should say, is all worn out. At least that we know that the Dizzy is bad and we just need to get a replacement. Then we can start driving this car again. It needs a bath, it needs a vacuum, it needs all that kind of stuff. It needs a lot of repair. But it's something like I can't really let go of this car. First car since high school. I'm pretty sure everyone else can relate. But the main goal in the future was to bring this car to Vegas, and either I want to do a refresh on the motor, just so that way I get more comfortable of, you know, playing around with engine stuff, and also do a case swap. That is the main goal right there. Would love to do a case swap, so that way I can start ripping it, bring it to the drags, and just have fun with it. Of course, with AC as well. So we got a replacement, brand new Distributor, and I want to give a huge shout out to my nephew Keanu. You didn't really have to do this, but I really appreciate you. And we're gonna go ahead and get this installed into the EG, and also we're gonna be putting spark plug wires, the new ones that is on the old Dizzy. We can fire it up, let it run for a little bit, and I want to drive it, but one of the tires flat, so we have to put air in it. But before then, we're gonna get the car all nice and cleaned up. I'm excited now. We can finally get this car running, get it legal, and then have my in-law drive the car, my brother-in-law, to school, get him practice of driving standard. Thank you so much, nephew. Uncle, love you so much, man. Smells like a lot of fuel in there right now after trying to start the car for many times. Just gonna go ahead and disconnect the battery, have a little reset, and then we'll start it up again. EG is all washed up, not the greatest condition because everything else is all faded and whatnot, especially the roof. So much rust surface, but it's okay. All right, now we need to remove the tint off from the rear window. As you can see, it's all bubbling, and here in Hawaii, can't pass safety check for that. So we need to get this tint removed, and also remove the third brake light so that we have easy access. We should be able to peel the tint and most of the glue out. This one's coming out too, but I'm just gonna leave that. That doesn't really matter. Then we can go ahead, head down to town, do a fail safety check, register the car, get it legal, and actually enjoy the car. This car still has AC, so it still does work. We're gonna be using this Harbor Freight steamer that I got from my brother-in-law. He used this for detailing, and this would actually help to remove the tint very nicely for the most part. We also need to remove this pillow bar. If you guys never had this before in the past, this was like a thing, but it does kind of help on cornering just a bit. I can just get this thing out. There you go. Since I drove my EG. So tint's removed, interior is vacuumed and cleaned, window is clean, we got insurance. So now we're gonna go head down, do a fail safety check, go up to the DMV, get the car registered, head back down to get the car legal for safety check, and then we can enjoy this car for a little bit before heading back to the 9th island. Man, it's crazy to be driving my EG. Over a year ago, this car was my daily back and forth, good on gas, AC works, B-Tech still pop, I hope. I mean, it's not at normal temperature right now, but there's no third gear. Gears and synchros is all worn out. I was planning on bringing new gears, new set to replace it, but I never had the money. So I guess I'll wait until next time. Either I come back over here or we end up shipping the car to Vegas. So the Evo and the EG in Vegas. I've always wanted to do a swap, a case swap on this car, but since I got a little comfortable of removing the piston, changing the rod bearings on my Evo, I want to refresh the B16 engine. I know it's like probably like a waste of time or money though, but I want to get more comfortable, more experience of doing hands-on on doing internal work in the engine. I forgot the mounts on here is innovative mounts and they're solid. Everything else is rattling right now, but that AC feels good, so nice. B series AC, good gas saver, and a little bit slam. But she's my baby, and I really wanna take this up to Vegas. It'll do good up there. EG EG is all legal. We're all good to go on that part. It's raining outside, and you know what that means. We gotta do at least one pull for the video. And as you can see, yes, my steering wheel is wrapped around with electrical tape because it started breaking on me pretty bad. Oh man, I never had that much fun in a while. Of course, it's just only first and second gear. VTEC didn't kick on. I did check oil level, check the VTEC solenoid. Speedometer works, so we know that the vehicle wheel speed sensor works. VTEC stopped working ever since the car died, but it doesn't really matter at this point. The car runs, that's all that matters. Eventually I will fix the VTEC and see what's going on. Probably just a bad VTEC solenoid, or maybe it's just a gasket that has that strainer on it. It's probably clogged up, maybe not enough oil pressure. There's a lot more stuff that this car needs fixing. For instance, like my steering wheel, this needs to be replaced. Very happy to get the EG running once again and got to enjoy driving the car with AC. Maybe sometime next year again, come back to the Big Island. We can get the VTEC all sorted out. Fix the transmission too, so we can get third gear back, since it's been like many years since we haven't had third gear. Get a replacement steering wheel, of course, and I don't know, probably just do whatever I can for the time being when I come back to the Big Island for vacation. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. Hello, see you guys on the next one.